Good day, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Now, tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are some things that I want to get into. But before we get into all that, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button and bell so you can be notified every time I'm dropping a video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and as always, drop a comment in that comment section. Now, let's get to tonight's video. Tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things I would like to get into when we were talking about all of these relationships that are calling it quits before 2024 ends. Now, I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen, the blogs about Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox calling the splits after announcing that they were having a baby. I'm also sure that you guys have saw all the debacle with the Remy Ma, Papoose, and Miss Shields case. With them, I mean, we already figured that Remy Ma had moved on. We saw her, not moving so quietly in these streets. And she is alleging that Papoose has done some things like putting them paws on her and has been seeing women even when she was in jail. But she wanted to help keep the Black love image alive. And Mrs. Shields was allegedly in February of this year, 2024, engaged, like had a whole situation, was about to be married and everything. So I'm not sure when she started to steal, even though, Remy was doing her thing and Papoose was allegedly doing his thing. You shouldn't involve yourself with married people, and you were just going to be a bride. So I don't understand, it's not up for me to understand, but it's a lot going on with people putting their business out there. And one thing I do want to say is that Jaidyn Alexis has come out and she is saying some things and, is talking about her moving on and getting away from Blue. I want you guys to take a listen to what she had to say, and then I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
And then he came in with old girl into the house, and that's when that whole live happened.
Okay.
And I just wasn't really feeling, I feel like that just like is kind of really super disrespectful. You already had the baby, you already, all these girls and all that good stuff. So I'm just kind of like, it's a bit much, he kind of stepping on my toes a little bit. So I just made the decision to leave and kind of went from there. It was no hard feelings. I was just like, it's not really my speed no more.
Okay. So from my perspective, you were always down for the ride. You were along for the ride.
Yeah.
But then it felt like he started to proactively work with you to blow you up career wise. Mm-hmm. Did that end up giving you the confidence to not really deal with the same amount of bullshit that you were dealing with previously?
No, I mean, I feel like even when we started doing the music, it still was like happening that he was like stepping out and doing that. I just felt like if I give you 10 years and I mean, how much more do you want me to give you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting any younger, neither is he. So I kind of was just like, it's not my vibe anymore. So I just was over it. And I mean, it was no hard feelings. I moved out, did my thing, he got me the house. So I was like, hey, fair exchange.
It feels like the Jaidyn Alexis who was working in the fish spot wouldn't have had the confidence to make a break for it.
No, I mean, yeah, I really wanted it to work. I did. And like after the engagement, I was like, maybe like there was like some type of switch in him, but come to find out it wasn't. So I kind of was like, there's not much more there's not anything else that he could do that is like me wanting to stay anymore.
Okay.
So I kind of was I just left it at that.
Now, as you guys clearly heard what she had to say, I think that she finally just realized that, Blueface never was going to change his stripes. He was going to continue doing what he had to do. And so that means that she needed to continue to do what she needed to do, which was distance herself from him, going ahead and move out of the way, let him continue to do what he's been doing and continuing to do like how he is doing now. And she doesn't want to be part of this circus. And I'm glad that she did take, the things that he did help her with and make that work for her. She used everything. Now she's on the show. Her music was popping. She's on the show. She was doing a whole bunch of things. And people have really turned from, discrediting her and really not giving her props just because they were Krishan Rock fans to giving her the dues that she is owed. And she's definitely going to keep it pushing for those children that she has. She has to. I mean, she can't wait for him. And look at what he's doing. He's studying being in jail. He's studied having bills and stuff because of his staying there, extra things that he's wanted and stuff. And then he's still dealing with Krishan, and allegedly they're, married and all this other kind of stuff and has somebody on the phone. Like, I'm pretty sure that she's glad as hell that she dodged a bullet and that she got the hell out when she could. And I'm pretty sure that now thinking about it, she knew that this was the wrong mistake and she went with her gut, which was a good decision, because at the end of the day, who knows why he was really trying to get married to her or whatever the case may be. And are you still dealing with Krishan Rock? Oh, no. though. Like, and these other women who have been sending you videos and talking to you while you've been in prison, hell no. And then you went and got her tattooed on your face. Nah, I'm glad that she stepped away and is doing what's best for her. I want you guys to take a listen to this clip that is now surfacing with Bree. I don't know if you guys know Bree, but she is one of Nick Cannon's baby mothers, or I should say his girlfriend. And she is also part of the show Sunset, something selling on Sunset. It's on Netflix. It is a pretty good show. But I want you guys to take a listen to what she says, and then I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Vocal about your family setup, and it's quite untraditional, but it's obviously amazing. It works really well for you and your family.
I like to be very clear. We don't co-parent. We are very much together. And that's why people are confused. Basically, he has other partners and we're just open and happy, and that's our thing. So
what would you call that? Is that
people call it all kinds of shit. I call it just, I do what I want to do.
it's just your situation.
I'm very, like, I'm not a jealous person. I don't care about, I don't want a conventional relationship. I don't want like a full live-in like person I'm responsible for. Like, I'm responsible for my child.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is probably, which is so crazy, is like the healthiest relationship I've ever had.
It's amazing.
Like, we never fight. We never have any toxicity. Like, we don't argue, like nothing. And, you know, he's the best dad and he's so present. Like, I've never asked this man to do something and he doesn't do it.
So does he live with you?
No, I mean, we both work and travel a lot.
Right.
But it's like we spend multiple nights like together. We have,
this is amazing.
Yeah, we have set nights that we have, like, we go to our yoga all the time, and like we have the nights that we put my son to bed. Like, we have a full schedule.
And your son has an amazing dad.
Oh, amazing.
Like,
obsessed with him. Like, you can
That's so
see,
lovely.
like, you'll see he's like obsessed with his dad. I'm like, excuse me, I'm here.
Now, as you guys clearly just heard what she had to say about the situation, people are looking at her all different types of ways. To be honest with you, this reminds me of when the lady from Love and Hip Hop, I forgot what her name is, but the model lady, when she was dating basically Nick Cannon, and she was his girlfriend, but he was dating and sleeping unprotectedly with all these other women and getting them pregnant and stuff, and it was not right. This reminds me of that situation. The only difference is that Bree does have a baby with him. Now, a lot of people are like, girl, you are tripping. So basically, you're in a relationship with yourself, and it's like, if that works for them, then okay. Because like I said, with the whole Jaidyn Alexis situation and Krishan Rock and Blueface, it just wasn't going to work out. It wasn't going to be no happy family or nothing like that. And I don't know what it is with, you know, Nick. And he can be a great father, an amazing father, and amazing person to provide for. And, you know, like how she said, I'm pretty sure if she asks him for something, he just gets it, because he said that he does that for all of the women that he has children with. But at the end of the day, it's like, nobody is really committed to you, and it's like, if that's the case, then you might as well just be by yourself and just get down when you want to get down. Like, what's the point of you claiming this man, knowing darn well that he doesn't claim you? And it's just like, y'all raising y'all child together, basically, and you just get it in, and you know that he's going to be with other women. He's not going around saying that you're his girlfriend and he sleeps with all these different women. He's going around doing and saying whatever the hell it is that he's doing and saying and been doing and saying for all this time. And you're just one just to admit that you're okay with it because you're okay with it. And it's okay if you are okay with it and that's how you want to live your life. But it's like, is that the life that you want to honestly provide and show to your child? Like, that basically you're in a committed relationship and that they're gone, the partner is gone. Like, that's not something that's stable and that you should want to show to your children. Like, it's not healthy, it's not cool, and it doesn't make you look a good type of way at all either. And no disrespect to Nick, because I understand that he does take care and provide for all of his children, and if the women do ask him for anything, he does do it. But at the same time, like, do you want your children to be in relationships like this? Like, that's not fair and that's not cool, and that's really not a cool upbringing. Like, anyways, I know that people are, can do whatever they want and raise their children how they want, but I just wouldn't want my child to be seeing that or be thinking that that's cool, because, like, your children really do, we all get invested in our feelings, get involved, and if you're allowing your children to see that and this is okay, and they end up in the same relationship or something like this, and then they end up really getting hurt because they really just wanted it to be them and that person, like, what's going on? Like, what are we really showing our kids? Like, it's okay to just spread and just have unprotected, stuff whenever we want to. Because in order for you to have all these children with all these different women, that's what's happening. You're sleeping with all of them unprotected. Like, I don't care if you're the cleanest in the room and these women are, but it's like you're going around to all different things can happen, okay? And these women keep obviously playing with their bodies, and so does he. And you shouldn't do that, especially not having lupus and stuff like that. It's just a dangerous game. Like, your immune is already down. You don't want to take no risk on nothing. Like, just leave it alone and stick with one person if you can, or if not, cover up every time. And it wouldn't be a process like this. Y'all drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all this. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video respectfully.